but I think we all understand what's at stake in this election. We got to get the work done to make sure that Jerry Brown's our next governor. Please welcome Jerry Brown.
Well, thank you. Thank you, John. This is great. There's a lot of energy from the Valley here, and I like it. Yeah, you can cheer a little bit. That's good. Yeah. The other side. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And let that call go out across the valley all the way to Atherton. All the way to that census tract that has more capital gains than any other census tract in the country, or at least in the state. Anyway, this is great. We got to get the vote out because it doesn't count. If you feel good, you got to vote. Now, there's a lot of money in this campaign, but there's a magic when the people come together and express themselves. That's what democracy is all about. It's about the people. You know, that word democracy comes from a Greek word, demos. They're the people. There's another word called plutocracy. Plutocracy is rule by wealth. Democracy is ruled by the people. And we have to make this election prove once again the people rule in a democracy. That's what it's all about. Your calls, your enthusiasm, that spreads. It's infectious. And there are real issues here. I mean, just the simple issue. Yeah, we got a budget problem. It's real big. And the other side says the way to fix it is to make it worse by getting rid of the capital gains tax. And that'll add $5 billion this year, and on a real good year, in a couple of years, it could be as much as $11 billion money gone. And that money's got to come from somewhere, like schools, the environment, and all the things the general fund does. So it's pretty clear that we got a contrast here. In know-how and experience, that's one, we got a blank resume, and then we got some real know-how there. And then we got a vision for the green jobs, something we were talking about 30 years ago. And now, I just want to say, because some people think, gee, how many jobs is that? Well, in 1940, we can take you back a ways, there weren't a lot of people working here in the airframe industry. Very few, in the hundreds. And the same thing in the shipbuilding. But then President Roosevelt came in and spent tens of billions of dollars. And what happened? There were 300,000 people making planes and ships and working. In fact, people had to come into California. There's so many jobs. And if we invest in solar and wind and transmission lines and retrofitting buildings and high-speed rail, we'll create all those jobs again. And they're all American jobs, by the way. They're real people working here. So there's a lot to work for, whether it's the environment or jobs or decent wages or our schools. It's all important. And that's what the Democratic Party stands for. We're not perfect. Yeah, we got a lot of flaws. But boy, look at that other side. And I'm not going to recount all our little warts and scars. We got some. Okay, that's true. But the other side, what did they do? They went to Wall Street, they made hundreds of billions, and now people are still losing their homes, still losing their jobs because of what people did on Wall Street to rip off everybody else in America. And by the way, these same people are putting money against Barbara Boxer. The Chamber of Commerce gets all this secret money. They have a secret slush fund from very powerful companies, and they don't like some supervision. You know, they just like to run amok. And I like to quote Mr. Thomas Jefferson, our third president. He said, we don't want the few to riot on the well-being of the many. That's kind of old-fashioned language. But what it means is you want everybody to have an equal shot at opportunity, and that's exactly what our party stands for. We're for the people, we're of the people, and we're by the people. So let's go out there and win this election. 100,000 more phone calls. Thank you very much.